Today in this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up a MCP server right within Cursor AI. But before that, what exactly is this MCP server thingy? Okay, Model Context Protocol. It's all great. I've been hearing about it a lot lately, but what the heck is it? So before jumping into the actual implementation part, I'll take a second to explain what exactly is MCP servers, and then I'll show you how you can implement or let's say add a MCP server into your Cursor IDE. So let's quickly get started. So this right here is the official website of MCP or Model Context Protocol. And as you can see, modelcontextprotocol.io/introduction. And here itself, it says MCP is an open protocol that standardizes how application provides context to LLMs. Think of MCP like a USB-C port for AI applications. Just as USB-C provides standardized way to connect your devices to various peripherals and devices, MCP provides a standardized way to connect AI models to different data sources and tools. So the whole logic and the whole idea is very simple. You can think of MCP server as a middleman that sits between your LLM and let's say any external tool or service. And now the MCP server is the one that gives additional context about this tool or service to the LLM. So LLM does not really know much about the external service or tools. So basically it is the MCP server that is actually facilitating the communication between your LLM, let's say the whatever LLM that you're using within Cursor, and also a third-party tool, let's say for example Supabase. Okay, so let me actually show you it in action so you'll get a much better understanding as to what exactly does this mean. And now if you want to know about all the latest and all the greatest MCP servers out there that you can use within Cursor, all you gotta do is to head over to cursor.directory. And if you click on this option that says MCPs, you'll be able to find a different variety of MCP servers that you can add to Cursor and start using right away. For example, here we have Airtable, Atlassian Cloud, Whois, Fetch. Then we have, let's say Stripe, Cloudflare. So all of these are different variety of MCP servers that you can set up and use right now within your Cursor IDE. For example, here we have Figma. So if I click on Figma, it provides coding agents with design data direct from Figma for far more accurate design implementations in one shot. And specifically in this one, I'm trying to implement Supabase MCP in Cursor. So this right here is documentation page of Supabase, and I'll go ahead and search for MCP, hit enter. So there you have it, Model Context Protocol. And this right here is the guide as to how you can set up a Supabase MCP on Windsurf client or Cloud desktop. And in this example, I'll be following the tutorial for this hosted Supabase instance. So the first thing that you gotta do is to navigate your project's connection settings and copy the session pooler. So here I have opened up my Supabase account and I went to this project settings, and there you have this session pooler. So if you click on this option right here or the link right here, and if you select the project, you will land on this page right here, and all you gotta do is to copy this session pooler. So I can go ahead and copy that, and now let me paste it in here. And now all you gotta do is to replace this section right here that says your password with your, let's say, Postgres SQL. So whatever be that password that you used to set up this particular let's say Supabase project, you need to enter that in here. No, I'm not talking about your Supabase account password, but the password that you set up initially just as for creating this particular project within Supabase. Okay, so all you gotta do is to replace that in here and copy this entire connection string. Okay, now once that part is done, you can go ahead and open Cursor. So here I have opened up Cursor, and next up, if I scroll down, next thing that I gotta do is to configure the AI tool. And if you're using Cursor, you can actually follow this guide right here. And if you're using Windsurf, you can follow this part right here. Okay. And now the next thing that I gotta do is to create a .cursor folder, and inside of that I need to create a new file called as mcp.json. So in the root of this project, okay, in here I can go ahead and create a new folder and name it as .cursor, just like that. And inside of that I'll create a new file called as mcp.json and hit enter. And now all I gotta do is to copy this part or this code from here, paste it in here. And now I want to replace that with the connection string that we copied earlier. So I'll go ahead and copy my connection string and okay, paste it in here. Okay, so this is all I gotta do. So make sure to replace your, let's say, password with this part right here. So only if you do that, this will work. And now I'll go ahead and save all these changes and close this one from here. And now if you head over to settings, like the Cursor settings, and if I click on MCP, you should find the MCP server that you added just now. And one of these is that I added a bit earlier. So if you want to enable this, all you gotta do is to click on this option that says disabled and click on enabled. And now once this yellow dot turns green, it means that your MCP server is active. So let me try refreshing it once. Okay. Oh, there you have it. And now our Supabase MCP server is live and I can go ahead and use it. And to quickly begin, I'll go ahead and simply do something just for demonstration purpose. So I can go ahead and ask, what are the tables that I have in my Supabase project? Okay, so this is like a basic and simple question that I'll ask, and I can hit enter. And now the AI agent within Cursor will automatically use the MCP server. That is, it says calling MCP tool. That is, the query tool is that what it is using within Supabase MCP. And now it is making this call, and all I gotta do is to click on this run tool option. And now it is using the Supabase MCP server that we configured, and it is pulling all these details. So I can see that you have 6 tables in your Supabase project, that is users, subscriptions, AI detection checks, plagiarism checks, plagiarism sources, and usage limits. Okay. And now if I open that particular Supabase account, as you can see, here you have all that tables exactly as listed in here. Okay. So as you can see, users table, subscription table, AI detection checks and all that. So here you have all of that. So that is how simple it is to implement, let's say, a MCP server all within Cursor AI. And now if you want to, you can go ahead and ask what are the entries, what are the information that is stored within each of these tables and all that details. For example, I can maybe go ahead and create a new table, name it sample. And for now, I'll just implement a column named name. I'll put it as, let's say, text. Click on save. Let's wait. Okay, there you have it. So let me go ahead and add a row, and I'll name it as true. Hit save. Add another one. Let's call it Jack. Click on save. Yet another one. Let's say Anisha. Click on save. There you have it. Okay, so I have added 3 entries in here. And next up, I can go ahead and call this table once again. I added a new table. Can you fetch it again? And hit enter. So let's see. Alright, so it is asking me for the permission to call the query tool. I'll click on run tool. Okay, so as you can see, here we have the sample table, and it even highlighted it saying that this is the newly added table. And now I'll go ahead and say, what are the entries in the sample table? Oops, sample table, and hit enter. Let's see. I can click on this run tool option, and now it will show all the content that we added. So in this case, we added 3 data, that is Astro, Jack, and Unisha. And as you can see, here we have it. The sample table has 3 entries with the following data: the name Astro, Jack, and Unisha. That's pretty much it. So in a similar fashion, you can go ahead and interact with the MCP server of Supabase and read all these data and do all these cool stuff. And if you want to, you can also go ahead and visit cursor.directory and find all these MCP servers that are available for you to use. For example, we have Google Ads, Obsidian, Google Drive, Neon, Docker, Stripe, Puppeteer, you name it. And if you want to know the details as to how we can add them, for example, let's say Cloudflare, I can click on that one and follow this command right here, or the configuration settings, and add the same to my tool. Okay, so this is how simple it is to implement or install a MCP server on Cursor. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show you in this video. I hope you guys found this video useful. If yes, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.